Britney did your song.
She did.
So what if she sees that you wore that outfit? What are you gonna?
I don't know. I hope she sees it. I mean, I like didn't do it for her to see it. I just did it because I love her and I'm like always trying to rep her. But God, Britney's such an icon. I love her so much. Oh my God.
Paris, you became close friends with Britney Spears in the late 2000s. We all know that iconic photograph in your car. What is the biggest misconception about her?
I think she's very misunderstood and people don't know the real her. And I've spent a lot of time with her and she's actually so sweet and so smart and people don't really see it, that side of her.
And very shy, right?
Very shy.
And you...
Some of my favorite live performances have been from this award.
Do you have a favorite?
Oh, come on, Britney with that snake. Iconic. I be studying too. I'm like, okay, I gotta do him justice too. Like,
this is where pop culture performances. Now you get your page in the VMA history book.
that's the crazy thing. Like, I study. You know, I watch Britney performances with the snake, the most iconic moments, and I feel like the VMAs, like any other show, like this is where the biggest moments in pop culture happen. And the fact that I got to be a part of that tonight is just really crazy, and as myself. So,
It's crazy.
God is great.
But listen, check this out. I asked Britney Spears to duet with me on Fairy Tale of New York.
For this album?
She said no.
Yeah. So near, but so far. What a lovely anecdote.
What a lovely story.
Oh, it was beautiful. Have you got better ones?
No. It's in my autobiography.
Oh.
What
was she thinking?
How did that come? What did you do? Did you ring her, or did she just not text you back, or how did that work?
She's not working right now.
Right, okay. Yeah, she's resting.
She's having a rest.
Speaking of pop stardom, you have a connection with the one and only Britney Spears, because I dug up this photo right here, and I just need to know the story. I mean, first of all, you look thrilled. I get it.
I look like demented.
No. What is the connection here?
Well, we very coincidentally were understudies for the same show when we were kids. Okay. So we both were like child actresses, and she understudied, and then she got the part of the Mickey Mouse Club, and she left, and I took over for her. And so then when we were like 18 and both of us had different careers, she obviously became a pop icon, and I was acting, and then we met up again, and we were like, we both had the same first job. It's wild. And we had a party together, and she was really great.
Okay. First job. No one I had a job with is this cool. Like, what the hell? The first job with Britney, casually.
From the taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. Your toxic gum slipping under, taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you, but don't you know that you're toxic?
Definitely had a crush on Britney Spears at one point for sure. I can remember the Toxic video. Let's not go into detail here. We'll leave that up there. Thanks.
Alanis, you got me through the 90s, so my question is for you.
Okay.
So, what was your reaction to Britney Spears covering You Ought to Know one random night during her circus tour? And what celebrity fan of yours has left you the most starstruck?
Awesome. I love Britney so much.
Another legend. Facts on facts. This is my first CD I ever bought, ever. And it was this exact cover. And I went to my first concert ever, which was also Miss Spears. And to this day, just come on. You gotta love Britney. Always. It's kind of like when you get to meet your idol. You know, I remember when I was younger, the first concert I ever went to and the first person that I was obsessed with was Britney Spears, obviously.
Same.
And
we could go on forever about that, but you know, it's a different conversation.
Yes. And so I was going to the Britney concert, and I remember just being in the nosebleeds, obsessed with her. Like, she was my idol, and I remember saying, I want to be like her. And then, like, fast forward a few years later, and I'm sitting down at some event, like, just talking with her. Like, those moments don't go by easily for me, because it's not like I'm used. I don't care if people are like, oh yeah, well, I used to be obsessed. I don't know. It's just, she to me is an icon. And so I was like pouring out my love to her as a fan, but it's like that feeling, you know, it's that feeling where who would have thought that I'd get to be with you. And who would have thought that I'd get my own makeup line in the best like store that I grew up in?
I'm on a ride. You're toxic. I'm slipping under. Taste of a poison. Poison paradise. Paradise. I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic? One of the best music videos of all time. Fight me.
And maybe this wasn't a surprise to you, but Britney Spears was at the premiere of this movie in the
that
US.
was a surprise to me. I had no idea she was there. And I didn't even see her. And my friends told me afterwards. And I was like, oh my God, I could have met Britney Spears.
But when is the last time you got genuinely surprised at meeting someone that maybe you admire, whoever, on a red carpet and go, oh, you're here?
I feel like that happens all the time.
Me too, yeah.
If I'd gotten to meet Britney, that definitely would have been that
would have been paid out.
Who was your first celebrity crush? Your enamorado de la celebridad?
I was, well, when I was a small kid, I remember Britney Spears started the first,
really?
first disco. I don't know. But I remember, yeah, I was in love with Britney.
I do want to take you down memory lane because 20 years ago, right, the year 2000, you, Britney, Christina, you guys were at the top of the TRL charts.
We were.
And now you are here talking about $1 billion business. Are you kind of surprised where each of your careers have taken you?
No, I think everybody's careers have their own unique stories, you know, and I love it that Britney owns herself, Christina owns herself, and they don't let the world control them. They just are themselves, and that's who I am as well. And we grew up in a very competitive environment when it came to like our record labels and being pushed to do things that were unnecessary for success. And to know that, you know, everybody has found their own way in such a beautiful, like, inspiring way. Like, I just love it that everybody has remained authentically to who they are.
I like Britney Spears. I did listen to Britney Spears. That was probably a better example. I listened to some Britney Spears when I was younger. It's just like, why not? Toxic is pretty fire. We should appreciate Britney, like, a lot more. Out of all the videos that I saw, the artist that gets my cosign is, I would obviously be Britney, because, you know, it's Britney, bitch. Like, what else am I supposed to say? Like, it's Britney, bitch. It's Britney, bitch. It's fucking Britney Spears.
I remember about working with Britney.
She and I were crossing paths a lot at the time. She came in and did a bit on Sabrina, and because of the movie, we had to do a lot of press together, and we were doing a lot of, like, we hosted TRL together and stuff like that, so there was a lot of us meeting up in random states around the country and random events, but also with, like, NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and all those people at the time. You know, it was always fun to run into friendly faces, and she and I became friendly, and we had a little bit of an age difference, and I was always trying to break her out of, she was very protected by a lot of people, and I was always trying to be like, you need to let loose, you're like 17, you need to not be always like in the gym, working, doing your Pepsi commercials, doing the videos, doing, you know, like, let's go out and go dancing. So like one night I broke
love
her.
that.
I think maybe a little too much.
You think? Are you surprised then with everything going on right now with her family and stuff?
I don't really know. I don't know the ins and outs of it because we haven't kept in touch in decades. But I did go to her Vegas show a few years ago.
That's what I was gonna
and
say.
we got to meet up there, and
She tweeted you.
And we're both moms now, you know, and we are in a new stage of our careers, and like just interesting, just, you know, kind of seeing her. I wish we had gotten time to just kind of sit and talk, but it was like real quick, she was going on stage, you know?
Yeah, I feel like the stories that you guys could probably go back and remember and tell, and you guys could have your little ones having play
I know,
dates.
I would love to catch up with her at some point, but we just have these busy different lives.
Oh, hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? Oh my God, Hit Me Baby One More Time is probably the most iconic pop videos of all time because it was just her first one. It was such an impact. It was amazing. We all fell in love with Britney with that video.
What can I say about collaborating with Britney on Slumber Party? She is such an icon. It was still one of like the greatest experiences ever. I was fanning out the whole time. I got to perform it with her a few times live at her show in Vegas, and she was such a queen. She was so sweet. I just loved everything about that entire experience. I still kind of can't believe that it really happened.
Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? Yeah. Oh, pretty baby, I shouldn't have let you go. But I confess that my loneliness is killing me now. Don't you know I still believe that you will be here and give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time.
There's a little something inside.
Okay.
Just in case you feel like, I know you're a singer, you have all the tools, but like
Shut
if
up.
you ever want to have a little like singing party in your bedroom.
No.
Yeah, you got a headset.
This is what I beg for my crew to give me. Have you ever seen such a beautiful night? I beg them to let me do this. I call it my Britney mic, which is probably why you did it.
That's the Britney mic.
We're more than just friends. Oh, baby, it might seem like a crush, but it doesn't mean that I'm serious. But to lose all my senses, that is just so typically me. Oh, baby. I could keep going. I mean, I'll just do the whole song. I feel like, yeah, like, I don't know, she just like comes out, you know? I'm a 90s baby, like it just happened. Yeah, my inner Britney just comes out. I can't control her.
Okay, so I wanted to know this about you, especially because like the Free Britney movement has been so big over the last couple months. I know you're a huge fan of Britney and you even yelled Free Britney at a show last year. What's your thoughts on the whole situation?
I think, I think that I think that from a public's point of view, it would be really hard to kind of relate. And because I don't personally know Britney that well, I feel like I'm also just another kind of public speculator. And I always kind of check myself too, like, is this my place? And am I just sitting from the outside thinking that I know details that I don't know, just like I always kind of complain that the public does to me. So I think it's a treat others how you want to be treated kind of thing. And I definitely don't really kind of know her personally enough to know any of the details. But I scream a lot of things at my show. But I also think that, Britney, like anyone else, should have the freedom to live the life that's the most authentic to her.
Yeah, that's so true.